video is for 3rd BSc Physics students from Mathematical Physics Unit, Orthogonal Curvilinear Coordinates. So this orthogonal curvilinear coordinate system is used for calculating differential operators such as divergence, gradient, curve and del square. In Cartesian coordinates, the position of point, that is P of x, y, z, can be determined by the intersection of three mutually perpendicular planes, that is x, y, z equal to constant. So let us consider the superimpose on this system, that is three other families of surfaces, so which are need not be parallel, plane and mutually perpendicular. So let the three families of surfaces described by q1, q2, q3 equal to constant. So these three surfaces are intersect at the point P. The values of P, the values of q1, q2 and q3 for three new surfaces intersecting at the point P are called the curvilinear coordinates. Because this line is not a straight line, it seems to like a curve, so that's why it is called as curvilinear coordinates. So the three new surfaces are called the coordinate surfaces, or we can say curvilinear surfaces. If the coordinate surfaces are mutually perpendicular at every point, that is P of x, y, z, then the curvilinear coordinates q1, q2, q3 are said to be orthogonal curvilinear coordinates. So the Cartesian coordinates are related to curvilinear coordinates, that is x, y, z are related to q1, q2, q3 by these relations, that is x is equal to x of q1, q2, q3, then y equal to y of q1, q2, q3 and z equal to z of q1, q2, q3. So the inverse transformation equations can be written as inverse transformation equations, nothing but instead of x, y, z we can write it as q1, q2, q3, and instead of q1, q2, q3 we can write it as x, y, z. So it is the inverse transformation equations. Then partial differentiation of equations 1 gives. So differentiate equation 1 by partial differentiation, that is dx equal to dou x by dou q1 into dq1 plus dou x by dou q2 into dq2 plus dou x by dou q3 into dq3. Similarly, it's make partial differentiation of with respect to y and z. So consider any 2 points on this system, any system, that is on a q1 or q2 or q3. Here it is the q1 system, q1 equal to constant. So here this curve, that is ds1 is called as h1 into dq1, where ds2 equal to h2 into dq2, where ds3 equal to h3 into dq3. So the distance between the any 2 points on any neighboring system, that is ds square equal to, ds means that is position vector, or we can say dr square equal to dx square plus dy square plus dz square. So equal to summation. So this summation is for three axes, that is dx, dy and dz. So we can write square of distance, that's why h square into ij dqi into dqj, where ij equal to 1, 2, 3. So hij square equal to, here we can take here we had written summation, so we can write separately x axis and y axis or z axis. If the 2 points on x axis, y axis and z axis, we can write this formula like this. So the system in which the surfaces always intersect at right angles are called as orthogonal coordinate system. For orthogonal coordinate system, hij equal to 0, that is I is not equal to j. So hij can be written as hi because the distance between the 2 points is 0. So from this equation 4, from equations 4 we can write it as h square ij or hi into dqi. So we can write ds square equal to h1 dq1 whole square, that is instead of dx square plus dy square plus dz square we can write h1 into dq1 square plus h2 into dq2 whole square plus h3 into dq3 whole square. Here h1, h2, h3 are called as scale factors. So the distance between the any 2 points on the coordinate line, the line element is called the line element. So the variation is limited to any given qi, keeping the other q is constant. So we can consider here j is constant, so we can write dsi equal to hi into dqi. So from this above equation, the three possible surfaces of the element, that is on that is q1, q2, q3, that is on orthogonal curvilinear system, or dsij equal to dsi dsj is equal to, so we can write hi into dqi, for dsj hj into dqj. So the volume element of the orthogonal curvilinear coordinate system is d tau equal to, so volume element means that is dv equal to dx dy dz. So instead of here dx dy dz, ds1 ds2 into ds3. So we know ds1 equal to h1 into dq1. So here ds1 equal to h1 into dq1. So ds2 equal to h2 into dq2, ds3 equal to h3 into dq3. So we can write it as h1, h2, h3 into dq1, dq2 into dq3. So it is the orthogonal curvilinear coordinates system. Hope you are all understand this. Thank you. This video is for 3rd BSc Physics students from Mathematical Physics subject, spherical polar coordinate system. So this spherical polar coordinate system is used to derive the Schrodinger equations for hydrogen atom, Maxwell's speed distributions, and etc. So consider a sphere like this. In spherical polar coordinate system, for 3-dimensional space, the position of point is specified by 3 numbers, that is r, theta and pi. So the coordinate of the point P is represented by the radial vector r, which is the distance from the origin to the point. So the polar angle theta, which is the angle the radial vector makes with respect to the z-axis. The azimuth angle pi, which is normal to the polar coordinates, that is x and y plane. So in this coordinate system, the position of a point is fixed by the coordinates q1 equal to r, q2 equal to theta and q3 equal to pi. So we are all known well, q1, q2, q3 are the orthogonal curvilinear coordinates. So this spherical polar coordinates r, theta, pi are related to the Cartesian coordinates, that is x, y, z by this relations. So from this figure, so it is the x-axis. So similar to x-axis, so we can write where x is equal to r sin theta into cos pi. So it is the y-axis. Then similar to y, we can write it as y equal to r sin theta into sin pi. So z-axis. So similar to z-axis, we can write z equal to r into cos theta. So it is the relations between the spherical polar coordinates and Cartesian coordinates. Cartesian coordinates are x, y, z. Spherical polar coordinates are r, theta and pi. So we know the position vector r equal to in vector form we can write r equal to xi plus yj plus zk vector, where r square equal to x square plus y square plus z square, where r equal to root of x square plus y square, or we can say whole power 1 by 2. So this gives the family of concentric sphere. So it gives the concentric sphere with the center of the origin, and we can write where cos theta equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, where cos theta equal to we can write z divided by r, or we can write theta equal to cos inverse of z by r. So this describes the right circular cones with vertex at the origin, and we can write tan pi. So it is the tan pi. So we can write tan pi as opposite side by adjacent, that is y divided by, this is y divided by, this one is x, y by x, or pi equal to, we can write it as tan inverse of y by x. So this describes the half planes through the z axis. So the limit of these coordinates, that is r, theta and pi coordinates are, so r should be greater than or equal to 0, but theta and pi's are between the limits 0 and 2 pi. So we can write x is equal to x of r comma theta comma pi. So it is the relationship between the Cartesian and spherical polar coordinates. So we are all known well where x is equal to r sin theta into cos pi. X is equal to r sin theta into cos pi. So we have to differentiate with respect to r, theta and pi. So if you differentiate with respect to r, so so the value of r is 1. Then sin theta and cos pi are constant. So keeping this constant as then dou x by dou theta. So dou theta means, so we have to differentiate only the sin theta. So r cos pi is the constant. If you differentiate sin theta, it becomes cos theta. Then dou x by dou pi. So dou x by dou pi means here r sin theta constant, r sin, keeping the r sin theta. Then if you differentiate cos pi, cos x minus sin pi. So that's why minus sin pi. Substitute these three values in equations, in this equation. So dou x by dou r equal to sin theta into cos pi, So this dr plus dou x by dou theta equal to r cos theta into cos pi, r cos theta into cos pi into this d theta plus dou x by dou pi. Dou x by dou pi equal to minus of r sin theta into sin pi. So minus of r sin theta into sin pi into d pi. So this is equations 2. So similarly we can write as y equal to y of r comma theta comma pi, and z equal to z of r comma theta comma pi. Again we have to differentiate the y value. So you know y equal to r sin theta into sin pi, z equal to r cos theta. So y equal to r sin theta into sin pi, where z equal to r cos theta. So differentiate with respect to r, theta and pi, and substitute this value in this equation, these two equations. Then so the line element ds in Cartesian coordinates is given by, so we know ds square equal to dx square plus dy square plus dz square. Substitute the values of dx, dy, dz from equation 2, 3 and 4. So from this equation we have the values of dx, here we have the values of dy, and here we have the value of dz. Substitute this three value in equation 5. After simplify, we get ds square equal to dr square plus r square into d theta square plus r square sin square theta into d pi square. So we know the volume element d tau or dv in Cartesian coordinates, dv equal to dx dy dz, but here in orthogonal coordinate system d tau equal to h1 h2 h3 into dq1 dq2 into dq3. So here h1 equal to 1, h2 equal to r, where h3 equal to r sin theta, dq1 where q1 equal to r, dq2 equal to d theta, and dq3 equal to d pi. So these are the h1 h2 are the scale factors where volume element equal to r square sin theta into dr d theta d pi. Thank you. This video is for 3rd BSc Physics students from Mathematical Physics subject, Cylindrical Polar Coordinates. Here we have drawn a cylinder about XYZ coordinate system let's say the arbitrary point in space. I have the origin here. I draw a position vector to this point, and it is the point of concern. Notice that three variables that we have: rho, pi and z. Here rho represents the distance from the z axis to that point, and pi is the angle. It is the pi is an angle that references from the x axis towards the y axis, and z is the distance from the xy plane in the vertical direction to the point P. Here in this coordinate system we have three coordinates, that is rho, pi and z. Rho, pi and z. So the limit of rho, pi and z are, so the rho limit is between the limit 0 and infinitive, and pi limit between the limit 0 and 2 pi, and z is minus infinity to plus infinity. So these coordinates here, cylindrical coordinates are indicated by rho, pi and z. So these coordinates are related to Cartesian coordinates by these relations. Here x is equal to rho cos pi. Here, so it is the x direction, so along the x direction we can write x is equal to rho cos pi, y equal to rho sin pi. So it is the cylindrical polar coordinate system. In this coordinate system, so the two coordinate will be vary, and one is constant. Here z is constant, so z equal to ez. So we can write as where rho square equal to x square plus y square. So here rho square equal to x square plus y square, where rho equal to root of x square plus y square is constant. It describes the right angle cylinder with the axis of z as the common axis. Here the tan pi, so it is the tan pi. So tan pi equal to opposite side by adjacent. So it is the opposite side means it is y. So y divided by x. Here tan theta equal to y by x, where pi equal to tan not theta, tan pi, where pi equal to tan inverse of y by x, which is equal to constant. So it is the half planes through the polar axis. So already told in cylindrical coordinate system, two will be vary, one is constant. So here z is the constant. So the scale factors for the concentric for the coordinate systems are h1, h2, h3 or scale factors. Here h1 equal to, here the coordinates names are rho, pi and z. So here h1 equal to h rho, which is equal to 1, where h2 equal to h pi, which is equal to rho, where h3 equal to hz equal to 1. So the volume element we know. So d tau is equal to h1, h2, h3 into dq1, dq2 into dq3. Here h1, h2, h3 are, so it is 1 into rho. So here dq1, q1 is the rho, q2 equal to pi, q3 equal to z. So d rho, d pi, dz. Thank you.